honestly, looking at this painting, this one seems pretty chill for the most part. This seems like a vibe painting. Let's get it going. So do I have... No, okay, we're good. I'm just gonna start with like the whole thing being blue. And the horizon is gonna be out here-ish. Give or take. Oh wait, silly me, I'm not using the mouse pad. What am I doing? I'm like, it doesn't feel right. There we go. Now it feels good. Now we're using the mouse pad as intended, baby. As God wanted. The sky in this one's pretty chill. Nothing too crazy going on. I might even like to spice it up a little bit. Might even like put like a little bit of dark blue in the corners. And maybe like across the top. And then kind of go back over it a little bit to like tone it back a little bit. Just so we have like the slight indication of that going on, but nothing crazy. It's overall still a pretty like bright sky in this one. Same with the clouds. I don't want them to be like super crazy. And that's supposed to be a speedrun painting. I can feel it in this one. But to do this one real quick, like sheesh. And honestly, the right side of this is gonna be mostly covered up anyways. Right side of the sky being is gonna mostly be covered up at the end of this anyways. So it's kind of like, you know, like whatever, I guess. Yo, thank you, thanks for that. Good luck. How are we doing today? Okay, let's see. Let's use a little bit of this. Get some of these like really far back trees going. Sleepy but otherwise good. How about you? I am doing alright myself. I was pretty tired today. Like, from when I got up, I've just been like sitting in my chair, kind of like not really doing anything for like the past like hour. And I finally got up. I was like, alright, I need to like brush my teeth, all that stuff, and I need to Mario paint it up. Okay, that looks good. We're gonna switch to that. And now we're playing Mario Paint, and so we're getting the stuff going. Yo, Owl, good morning. Working on the thing at the moment, but thank you for the glove. I hope your stuff goes good. Yeah, it's just, yeah. And blink. Perfect. You know, is it ever perfect in art? No. But as long as it's good, that's what counts. The composition of this is kind of interesting. I never realized how like this big tree in the back middle with like the yellow leaves, like it's kind of like almost the focal point almost, but then like the stuff in the foreground, like it makes it spicy looking. Thanks, Bob. The good news is that yesterday it was like really nice out and I didn't go outside, which is even better actually. But it was like, I think like it was like 8 degrees Celsius or something, and it was like sunny. It was really nice. I was like, shit, okay, let's go. Right now it is a little cloudy. And it is 3 degrees Celsius, so still nice, still like relatively good outside. I don't know, allegedly the groundhog saw its shadow, or didn't, whichever one is the one where it's like, oh, we get an early spring this year. That happened. But allegedly the groundhog has like, I think from what it said, like that groundhog and its like family has like a 6% success rate of being correct, which is pretty hype actually, if that's true. Never perfect. Forget art, give me math. Honestly, shout outs to math. Yeah, it's so hard in arts to not like obsess over everything. That's a skill within itself, honestly. To just like be like, okay, this is fine for what it is. I'm just gonna move on. Nice haircut. Thanks. It's a little short for what I'd like it, but it's fine. It's not bad having it be a little short, for me at least, just because it's nice that means I don't have to go get my haircut as frequently. Like I go like once every like couple of months, like every 2 to 3 months I think is like how often I go. I know like Rex, aka Louis, pretty sure he said he gets his haircut like every like 2 weeks or something if I remember correctly. I was like, god damn. Couldn't be me. Just gonna deal that. Wait, handlebar? That's good, man. Good skill for life in general. Yeah, true. Not obsessing over like everything being not like perfect. Like when I'm doing these Bob Ross paintings, even for example, I try not to obsess with it being 1-to-1 with Bob's painting, especially because like one, the canvas that I use in Mario Paint is outright already a different like shape. It's not the same. But also when he paints, like when you're like, if you watch him paint, he like straight up says stuff like, oh yeah, you know, like you don't have to like exactly copy me, just, you know, like get the idea. Not the emote. If you subscribe, you can get my emote smile. I'll see Yo Yoshi and Prak. Oh my god, my favorite twerking music. Nice haircut, thanks. A haircut is like $30 for you, so I'm going like every few months. Yeah. Running through that Luigi's Mansion. Step Ebo, good morning. Paid $25 like every 8 weeks. Yeah, that's not too bad. Yeah, you're right. As a croak, for sure. Sorry, I need to get... Oh, yeah, do you need to like move them to like the front of like your emote list? Where's Mario? Well... Right there, of course. Morning, Skittle. You paid like $150 for a cut and color in December just for her to use semi/demi permanent dye. God damn. That is wild. I know like dyeing your hair, that's like something like you don't want to fuck up. But damn, I couldn't imagine paying that much for a haircut. Not for me, baby. Not for me. Yo, dying. Dying. Step dying. What's everyone's plans for today? Step choking. I just stick to the shitty drugstore hair dyes that are permanent like I've been for years. And this is... I don't know if I would ever want to dye my hair. I've never, I guess, had interest in doing that myself. Not currently, at least. Be gay and twerk. That's all you need, honestly. Isn't that right? Blue Bob doing LBLJ. Our favorite thing. Mark's like, oh my god, Bobby. Actually, he's like, hey, Bobby. And Mark's like, ah, oh, a butter. Anyone else's eyes tired? My eyes are tired. Get gray hairs, which is many reasons you do it. Unfortunate. Maybe you should try like dumping a bunch of cinnamon on your hair, right? I think that would go pretty good, right? I'm pretty sure that would go well, at least. You know, like be organic, you know? finishing a character, but the Lord is testing my art fundies. Sometimes you gotta push yourself. You just gotta try something different. Like I need to drink a tea or something. Like my throat feels like there's like a little something in there. I like the framing of this painting so far. I think that's looking kind of interesting. Damn, I just hella cracked my back. I don't know if that went through on the mic, but I was like, damn, that was a pretty juicy one. We love a good back crack out here. Plus how terrible drugstore dyes are, but I know there are pretty decent ones. I mean, it just depends on the brand, right? Just because it's sold in a drugstore, I think doesn't immediately mean, oh, it's bad. Like, it's just maybe if you're buying like the cheapest no-name brand one you possibly could, I could see it being sus at that point. Your mom uses the box dyes you get from like pharmacy stores and stuff. As long as it's hype. Cream dyes. Or creme. I'm telling you, cinnamon. Start using spices as hair dye. Like, I have a big container of turmeric powder in my kitchen that I'm probably not gonna use, so if anybody wants some, just come by and like get some. I remember years ago I had that, and I put some of it, like I made some rice, and I put turmeric in my rice, and I put way too much in it, and it just ruined the whole batch and it made it fucking horrible. I had to throw it out. Yeah, that's what we were just talking about, Ebo. Yeah, like just use cinnamon as hair dye. See, Prack knows it's the shit. Question mark. Basic chicken? What does basic chicken mean? Oh, basil chicken. Okay. Yeah. That pad thai. Shit. Autocorrecting real words. My favorite thing. So what's everyone's thoughts on like people walking around like using like the Apple Vision Pro headsets? What? Okay, that was weird. I saw this one video of like this dude like on like a train or like a subway or something, like using it, and he's just like has like a headset on, you know, and then he's just like sitting there just like just touching the air. That's the one I keep seeing, and something about that one specifically is like just so whack to me. Your dad thought I was only bringing cats to the store, and I was like, no, I said 5 people, including myself. It's cringe. Well, his fault for not listening to you properly. Yeah, I couldn't imagine being one of the people using like, these like Apple headsets out and about. It's so bizarre. And you know, somebody mentioned how it's like people are gonna be getting like Apple Vision Pro like tan lines on their face. And I'm like, yo, so true. That's gonna be hype. Seeing people and like they just have like a big like oval like tan line on their face. I wonder if it's gonna last, or is it just gonna be like a fad? It's permission to start acting out Cyberpunk 2077 IRL. I don't really know anything about that game. True. I'm sure Prac will be all over it, letting us know if his parents do go away for that month. How do you know I have an Apple Vision Pro headset? How did you figure it out? I don't know, definitely something that you will not catch me getting. That's for sure, so you don't have to worry about that. Yo, Caitlin. Hylian. Caitlin, even. That's good. Need to Google this Apple thing, because I generally have not heard of this. Yeah, it's, to my understanding, like, it's just like a VR headset, but you can like wear it out and about, and you can like, I guess, like work and such with it on. Like, you can like do like computer stuff with it on. I don't know, it's really weird. How expensive is it? I don't know the cost of it. I mean, I could probably go to apple.ca and find it. Apple.ca. Let's see, is it... Oh, it's not the very first thing to show up, I'm surprised. Oh, nice. Shop the latest. It doesn't even show up on here. Apple Vision. It's called an Apple Vision Pro, right? Oh, it is. Okay. Buy. From $3,499. And that's the cheapest one. Holy shit. Fucking hell. Like, a regular VR headset is like, what, like $500? At least when I got my Oculus Rift S, like, years back, it was like, I think $600. Decided to stop lurking today. Feels good. Yeah, it is insane. And it sucks because it's Apple, so it's like people are gonna buy it just because it's Apple, regardless if it's like a garbage product or not. Like, what's a bigger scam, Supreme or Apple? Because damn, like I'll see like, oh look, we're selling a Supreme like tape measure or something, $100. That probably exists, honestly. Is Supreme gotta be gotta be one of the biggest scams up there with Apple? I need to do this water. It's looking like just so like weird with the water not being complete. I'm gonna do like a little gray, I think. Yeah, we're using the Mario brush. I need to hear the sound of it. You like Supreme, but it's just like I remember like when Julian got the Supreme microphone and he started using it probably just for the meme because it's a Supreme microphone. Like Arma was like, literally Julian has a better microphone that he's just not using because he has this stupid Supreme microphone. Apple's definitely a bigger scam because you constantly have to buy new chargers and adapters for a new phone and they don't even supply the adapters anymore. There was like one iPhone recently, right, that like just didn't include the charger or something, or like it gave you like the cable, but it didn't give you like the wall converter, I'm pretty sure. Unless it was a different company, but I swear it was Apple, and I remember someone saying that allegedly they didn't include it because they were like, oh, everyone has them already. It's like, well, not like bruh. Yeah, I hope eventually it just like goes back to being how it was before, aka just having a fucking headphone jack, because the concept of removing the headphone jack is such a backwards idea. We're going so forward in technology, and yet, oops, Apple removed the headphone jack literally just so they can make more money selling their AirPods and their cable. And then every other phone company is like, oh, let's do the same thing that Apple's doing now. Like, I straight up don't want like an up-to-date phone because I have a Pixel 3a and that one has a headphone jack. And at some point, I need to get a new phone. And I'll probably get a Pixel 5a because that's like, that one also has a headphone jack on it. And it's like there's literally no excuse why they can't have the headphone jack other than just greed. That's like literally the only reason why they don't have one anymore. Got the new iPhone 15 and I only got the cable and no box, and the cable had both ends with USB-C, which I didn't already have a box for, bruh. Well, isn't that just great? Yeah, the fact that you can't use like wired headphones and charge it at the same time is, yep. Kinda ridiculous. You think you might have left your charger in Pittsburgh or something, because I've not seen it since the hotel? Rip. I never heard of anybody in our rooms like finding anything. I'm curious, like in my room with like me, G, Yoshi, random, like how much like leftover food there was, if there was any, because at least like when I left, there was like a bunch of like there was like still like a bag of almonds, which I honestly could have took that bag of almonds with me probably. Like when I thought about it later, I was like I could have took that back with me, definitely. There was like a bag of almonds. There was like just like a bunch of like bars. Pretty sure G had like some like rice from like Chipotle in the fridge for like I think it was like for almost like an entire week. It was like 5 or 6 days. There was like a whole ass like just tub of rice in there. Okay, not a whole ass, but it was like a little small container. You left your mad chicken wrap in the fridge? Rip. Sometimes you wish you had the balls to switch over, but I think I'll stick to my current phone until it's a paperweight. Yeah, I just try and use the same phone. Like literally all my, like I had the Nexus 5, and that phone, the charging port randomly just stopped working on it. Okay, it would work, but it would just like, it got to the point where it would only charge if it was like held at a very specific angle. So I was like, all right, this thing's done. So I got like a Pixel 1. Which, that was the only time I've ever had, like, the up-to-date phone. Because I think we just, like, I just, like, went out to the store and, like, just bought, like, a new one. And then randomly, that Pixel 1, like, years later, it started boot looping randomly. So I was like, well, this thing's dead to me now. And now I have a Pixel 3a. Which, it works fine. It's getting pretty slow, though, honestly. But part of the screen doesn't work properly because I dropped it in a bath like sometime last year, which is a huge like smile, like yep, love that. I'm glad I did that. Went full Apple and got a MagSafe charger so I could charge while listening through the adapter, but now I just use it charge fast and listen wirelessly. You have non-Apple earbuds, so I guess not full Apple. The only Apple device I have is a MacBook Pro from like 2017, because for the college program I was in, they were like, you need a MacBook. And I gotta say, that MacBook Pro that thing is such a scam. It was so expensive. I remember that thing when I bought it used. Like it was like basically new, but like used technically off like a local listing. And it was like $2,600. And that thing was shittier than my 2015 built desktop, which was like 1,500 or something. Like, it got to a point where I eventually just, like, stopped using it for schoolwork. Because I was like, it's just, like, more of a pain in the ass to use it for schoolwork than it is to just use, like, my desktop PC at home. Because it's just, like, so much slower. The only Apple product I've heard people say is like actually hype are like the iPads, because they're actually like pretty inexpensive and they're like pretty good for like what they are. I know there's a decent bit of people that like actually use iPads for like for drawing, which is interesting. They use like Procreate is like the popular one. So ad break incoming, woo! You've heard Procreate's a good drawing app too. Your sister uses it a lot. Yeah, I've heard good things about Procreate. I've never used it myself, so I'm not really familiar. Gotta have the Apple Pen purchase too. And I assume the Apple Pen is probably relatively expensive also. But yeah, my MacBook Pro now, it's literally the only thing it gets used for anymore is when I if I'm like in the bath, I will use it just to like put on videos and whatnot. Other than that, it just sits up on my desk upstairs and doesn't do anything else, because it's like, why would I use it over use my computer? Also ads, allegedly. You know, like, the Twitch chat, like, ad thing definitely lies sometimes, because it definitely is like, oops, an ad's running, but then some people are like, I'm not in an ad right now. So, I don't really know how that works, honestly. Not really sure what that's about. Yo, Justin? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, some people, I guess, just don't get ads for whatever reason. You know, I was about to say, Justin, how's the pizza? But I heard on the radio earlier that apparently it's National Pizza Day today, allegedly. Supposedly. But you know, I swear, like, if you go online, there's like a National X Day for like everything. Yep, this is true. I am trying to recreate the painting that is on the layout. That is what this whole project has been for me, to like recreate like eventually every Bob Ross painting. So right now we're on season 2, episode 5. This is like my like 16th or something like that painting. Which I was trying to do every Monday, and then I kind of stopped for like a whole month. I almost didn't today, but I was like, I need to do it today. I need to get it going. All right, goodbye, Mario. Mario's dead. Poggy's. You're back? Welcome back. You redid one a while back, we don't remember which one it was. I did. I randomly like recreated like in Mario Paint a Bob Ross painting in like 2021 or something. And then I never did that again. Until like it was like November or October of last year, I started doing this like weekly thing. Weekly. Because I remember for that original, like Bob Ross recreation painting I did, I specifically picked out a painting of his that I think would have been easy to recreate in Mario Paint. I was like, oh, that one looks like it would work well with like the colors given. But you know, with this one, I was like, I want to eventually do like every painting. And so just like doing them all in order, it kind of like forces me to like, you know, like get creative sometimes where it's like, okay, we don't have that color available to work with. Like, how can I make this work? Instead of cherry picking one that would be easier. Slash sit, you're back. Yo, welcome back to sitting. What are you sitting on? You definitely lost me at AI. You like super lost me on that one. Look at this huge tree trunk we have. Oh my god. Holy shit, that tree trunk. Oh my lordy. But honestly, sometimes the limitations of Mario Paint make doing these paintings more interesting. Yeah, let's try again. Oop. What do you think Ebo is up to right now? Man. No, he's not even in call anymore, rip. You did one with acrylic in 2020, when you think it was? The little bit of acrylic painting we had to do in college, I did not care for it at all. I just didn't like how acrylic felt. I was like, eh, not for me. Yo, Gary him. I feel when your sleep schedule drifts again. Yep. Did you just wake up? Unfortunately, or fortunately? Well, I hope you slept decently at least. I'm just feeling like a little like sleepy today. My eyes just feel tired right now. Yeah, I mean, isn't acrylic like kind of plastic, question mark? And like if it gets like on like your shirt or like anything, it's just like, yup, it's not gonna come off fully. Which I remember when we were painting with acrylics, I got a little bit of white acrylic paint on one of my black shirts, but it honestly isn't too bad because that shirt the design, it's like a GDQ shirt, I'm pretty sure, and the design is only white print on it, so it kind of like works, honestly. Like it's not too noticeable. It's not like, oh, there's like a big like disfiguring splotch of white paint on your shirt. So it's actually not too bad that I got it on that specific shirt. Yeah, I did not like acrylics when we tried it. There was one project where we had to do like a mixed media painting. Well, actually, I didn't know it could be mixed media because like he didn't like make that clear at first, I'm pretty sure. But it was like an acrylic painting, and then he was like, "Oh yeah, you can do like mixed media on this if you want." So I used like a bunch of pencil crayon as well, and it ended up being mostly colored pencils at the end of the day because they were easier to work with and felt better to me. Gotta do work right now. I'm lucky it'll be short. How long do you have to work for today? Time to paint a whole white design on your shirt? Yeah, imagine. Imagine that. I mean, maybe if you like notice the paint right away, but I don't know if I noticed it right away. Like nowadays, I'm pretty sure it's just like embedded into the shirt. It's also been like many years. Me hearing mixed media 99.9% graphite, 0.1 acrylic. Yep. It's to do a lab for environmental science. They're usually time consuming, but this one is a day after one of our assignments, which also took a while, which tells me this lab shouldn't be longer than a day. Feels good, honestly. That's a definite Blue Bob replying to my post in Discord. Feels good, man. Feels Blue Bob, man, honestly. Man. I thought I ate a decent bit, but damn, I still feel so hungry. Me every day, honestly, though. The one you did was Towering Peaks. I wonder if, actually, I might know which one that is based on the title. Okay, it's not the one I thought it was, never mind. I feel like that's a pretty, like, if you think of like a Bob Ross painting, I feel like this is like a very Bob Ross painting. All it needs is a cabin. That's all we need is a cabin. Meant to say do a day after. Love mobile. We do love mobile. Send tweet. Mobile. This is starting to take shape. Feels good. Speaking of Bobby, good morning. On the art channel, let's see. Boom. Okay. And you got the lights hanging up around it. What a Chad. Damn. Maybe now you can feel inspired to do more eventually over time. Maybe. Did you have an enjoyable stream experience today, Blue Bob? Played like fuck, but the stream was enjoyable. I did see everyone's favorite resetting to LBLJ at for a good while there. I was listening for a while, and you know, there was a point in time where I was about to type, at least you're doing better than what Bluebot, or than what Prac could do, and then Prac started typing. I was like, damn, did I internally manifest Prac to exist? Yeah, where'd Prac go? Where'd Mr. City go?
Look at all these people. I don't know any of them. Amazing.
Amazing.
Wow.
Wow. Thank you, Caitlin, for the Prime Gaming. Appreciate the sub. And you're in luck, because I just added a new animated emote like a week ago or something. I don't know how long it's been. So that type, right, Justin, who is probably not here right now. Manifest today. Hey, Bobby. Actually, though. It'll be interesting to see if you go through with that idea you were talking about to do that like YouTube thing, where you race someone. The Blue Bobby YouTube content. I could go pretty hard. And which, this all just goes back around to giving more opportunities to get more hype thumbnails going. This is like what we're really going after. I think like the actual content doesn't matter as long as we get a hype thumbnail. That's what matters at the end of the day. Because goddamn, we love a good thumbnail. Yeah, that thumbnail, was it 1 star or 0 star? Yeah, the 1 star one. I don't remember seeing that thumbnail ever. Honestly, those thumbnails deserve a spot in like a museum. He's here somewhere, he's hiding. Honestly, likely. I mean, he probably got up to do something, I would imagine. if I had to guess. And but seeing again like this Super Mario 64 speedrunner said I can't get a 140, 45, 30, and 120 star. Like, I just remember what that whole thumbnail arc people had on YouTube. Every time people did that Discord thumbnail format, they never actually used a Discord screenshot. It was like an edit they put together in Photoshop, but just made it look like a Discord DM. And that always just like stood out to me. I'm like, is there a reason people aren't just like using a Discord screenshot over just going like getting the two people's profile pictures and just typing it like in Photoshop or whatever they used to do that? That was always so odd to me. You should have included, it would have been hype if you include in the thumbnail, like, because I think you said, like, right above that, yeah, it's just, like, you being like, hey, can you DM me saying this? Would have been kind of, I guess it would have ruined the meme a little bit, but it would have been kind of funny if you include that in the thumbnail. You're right, we can switch the music over. I'll see you, Eric Cake. Thank you for the Prac positivity. Prac nowhere to be seen. God. I was wondering in your current like setup downstairs, like are you just like against like a black wall or something? Because I was looking at your cam, I was like, damn, it's just like darkness behind Blue Bob. There's just nothing there. There's nothing to be seen. You have a privacy screen behind you. It looks pretty private, I would say. If I had to say one way or the other. Next thing you know, he's gonna get a green screen going. And then we'll be really out here. Get a little bit of this going. I wish this other brown, I wish it was darker and a little warmer. I don't like this tone as much, but I guess I use it sometimes as I'm using it right now. I just wish it was better looking. Any Osmos out here today? I unfortunately will probably not be getting Osmos today. Yeah, I thought about getting pizza, but I don't know if I will get that either, because I already have like food I can have. So it's like, do I really need to get pizza? I don't know. We'll see. Just like I'm about to see this big old tree trunk appear. Boom, look at that. Oh my god. Osmos looks bussin'. True. I know Prac originally like you know when he was like when it was being talked about that we could like hang out like for a little bit like after we all got back to Canada. He originally talked about it, he's like, oh my god, we have to take cats to Osmos. But then he was like, or I can take you to like my dad's restaurant, and I guess it was just decided on that, which, you know, I ain't gonna complain about getting free Thai food from his dad's restaurant because that shit does go hard. Too bad your flight didn't get canceled and you would have had to stay an extra day and then you could have had Osmos. That would have been so tragic if that happened. Yeah, the food from there is really good. Every time I've had it, I'm like, yeah, this shit's good. So you're gonna be at the next BGDQ, right, Blue Bob? It's been too long without our Blue Bob IRL content. Like, we're all getting deprived. I'm deprived, at least. Yeah, that is a feel cats. That is how she be. That is truly relatable. That's a definite huge GDQ moment for sure. Boom. Look at that. Boom. Little highlights there. You like that shit? Like that shit? Looks kind of juicy, honestly. With your flight getting delayed twice, it almost seemed like it was gonna get canceled. Honestly, for real though, I was low key kind of expecting it. I've never had to deal with my flight getting canceled, which I guess is a good thing. Because I remember, like, after AGDQ 2019, I remember, like, Max, because there was, like, a big storm, like, that day, like, everyone was leaving. And I'm pretty sure Max got, like, stranded at the airport. Or, like, in, like, Washington or whatever for, like, a day or something. And just had to stay there for, like, an extra day. Which was definitely something. Yeah, dreaded. Daphne. God, I feel like I haven't seen that video in like years at this point. There's a chance we'll see. Feels good. I mean, I'm sure like your sponsor can come through, right? What are you up to, Jed? Aside from being a Hello Kitty king. Gula with painting. I think this one's getting pretty close to being wrapped up, actually. This one is coming along pretty good, I'd say. Boom. That, oh my god. I'm gonna ad break starting in a minute. Actually, to give my credit to Aircake for showing me the Velma video originally. Oh, frick. Yeah, I've subjected my stream to it a few times already. Let's go. Yeah, it feels like it's been a minute for me since I've listened to it. What a good video, though. Also, ad break starting in 20 seconds. Huge frick, honestly. I'll see y'all on the flip side whenever y'all are free. Unless if y'all just don't get an ad, since some people just don't get an ad when it says there's an ad running. Or if someone snoozes it. You're gonna start routing a potentially 15-hour game that somebody anonymously has claimed to beat in 4.5 hours. No SRC page, free record. Interesting. The clout, free record incoming. Damn. Damn, this painting not looking too bad actually, honestly. Alright, welcome back, Prack. How is twerking going so far? I like this blue on the left side of this tree. That's it. That's hitting pretty good. Magic Pangle Quest for Color, or as it's known in Japan, Junk Masterpiece Theater Doodle Kingdom. That's quite a difference, huh? And I can definitely say I have never heard of. I can say I've never heard of that game. That's for sure. That does not strike any familiarity for me. You're right, I think we need this song. This song goes kind of crazy. I'm getting to the point where I think I'm about done with this one, honestly. It's been a half. That was a quick half hour. Last time I checked, my uptime was like a half hour, and now it's an hour 10. Jeez. Well, if that wasn't fast. The time flies when you're vibing, right? Just big chilling with the boys. Right, cats? I've only met one other person outside your family that has heard of this game. Well, sheesh. Damn, so you're saying that, like, your family played this? Question mark. Like, growing up? Or now? Question mark. Whoop. Feels good. See, I'm glad you agree with me, Cats. Cousin didn't want his copy, so he gave it to me. It's a PS2 game. Okay, Damn, the way I was resting my leg, it was against like the corner of my desk, and there's just a big like line on my leg now. Feels good. Yeah, I have not played many PS2 games. I do own a PS2. PS2 being the only non-Nintendo console I own. Huh, yeah, this does not look familiar for me at all. Shopping list. And you flip the shopping list just as I was about to call this one done. I think I am content to call this one finished, I would say. I think oh wait, hold up. I actually forgot to do some leaves over here. Hold up. Okay, never mind. Not finished. Do a couple of these. I forgot them on this tree over here too originally. Forgot to do it like a. All right, we're gonna call it done now. Now it's done.